Hi everybody, welcome to our channel or welcome back to our channel.
If you're new.
You heard Ben over there, if you're new. Listen, you don't know. My hair, I washed my hair and now I can't do anything with it. Look, it's so frizzy that it's like steel wool. It's stuck together. And I used my conditioner and my hair serum and it's not rainy here. So I have no idea what happened.
My droid said it's similar to bad dome day he sometimes has.
Bad dome day. This is definitely a bad hair day. I keep smoothing it down. It just keeps frizzing right back up in little lumps. Looks like I'm growing horns, Mom.
I'm having a bad
Right here. You be careful. You got that baby dog under you. Oh, Mom, did you get your prescriptions out of that bag?
Yeah, Ben didn't see.
Okay.
So the other two were yours.
We had an adventure at the pharmacy today.
Oh, yes. Girl called me. Was that?
I know. She said, well, can I call her? And I said, yeah. And so then she called my cell phone. And I said, that's not the right number.
I said to him, you know, I'm 79 and I have trouble keeping track of this crap.
She said something to me about getting confused about it. And I said, well, she's 79 and it's hard for her to keep track of it. And she said, that's what she said. And it's the first time I've heard that's what she said used unironically in years now.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It does have meaning. Yeah.
We just saw Lassie being a fortune teller at a carnival. No wonder she had her own show. So, okay, I went to the dentist yesterday. I thought I needed to get 2 fillings, but I ended up actually getting a third one, but it was just a little tiny. He said I wouldn't have even numbed you for that. That's just,
Yeah.
you know, get it before it gets big.
Turned into something.
And then he got the other 2, and my face and mouth are so sore today. I am so tender and delicate. It's, look at me and you think that a big old cow, she can handle anything. No.
You have always had that country girl look like you could
I
take
do.
care of anything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Very capable looking.
I am weak as water. I'm a big sissy too. So there you go. At least I know it. I've accepted that limitation and I've learned to work around it. But no, you're about to get in trouble, aren't you?
Who?
You.
Maybe. It's the same thing as earlier, but he said in a different context. He says, speaking of sissies, he knows a protocol droid that's more of a sissy than anyone here.
Ha ha. C-3PO is going to have to pound you just a little bit. I'm surprised they don't have, like,
Toggles in them.
yeah, only like a bust of him.
What, at Droid Depot?
Yeah.
They had a limited edition piece that was $1,000 to buy, but it was just a head on a stand.
That's what I said.
But it didn't do bust stuff. The face plate can come off, exposing the inner workings, and if you rearrange the inner wiring, and then put the face back on, start pressing the button, it would do that extra line from Rise of Skywalker.
Okay.
So normally, with the normal wire configuration, you get the normal good C-3PO lines. But you get what they call the Sith reading 3PO line if you rearrange the wires in his head.
Oh, okay. Now listen, Grandma.
What?
We pretty sure you're not allowed to lay down.
Yeah, and steal kisses too.
Uh-oh.
It was limited to 1,000 pieces. Guess what the price was?
You said $1,000.
Same as the limited amount of pieces, $1,000.
Who, Chris?
Yeah.
He doesn't. I haven't socked him in days.
This one over here.
No.
That one he's rubbing.
Yeah.
He always does have dark circles and puffy under his eyes, but in this lighting,
It looks
more
worse.
noticeable.
Yeah.
It looked like a black eye.
I would be surprised if it was more pronounced now.
He's going to
I
be the
woke
ghost
up-
of two black eyes.
I woke up earlier sometime last week with my eyes wired shut with gunk. So I had to get the gunk out, and it kind of wasn't pleasant, so my eyes haven't recovered fully since.
You know, they can say what they want about there not being any pollen yet. There's pollen.
Lots of it.
They're full of shit.
There would be no life if there wasn't pollen.
Uh-huh. The grass is greening up. The trees are starting to bud. Although this little cold snap has put everything back in stop mode. But oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, and also gracious.
Mercy sakes alive. Mercy.
Every time that dog holds still, she throws a blanket
It's
on him.
because he's cold.
He's not cold.
He's cold. He
The
knows
crazy
how to
part,
tell
Mom,
Grandma about it.
is they could have went the battle droid route with a C-3PO figure, but they haven't.
Mm.
But you can buy battle droid figures for if you put the rifle in their hands and press down, it shows them talking and shooting the rifle. And they have a talking pit droid, which is like a fold-up droid that's smaller than an astromech but humanoid that fixes pod racers. So if they can make miniature scale battle droids and pit droids, they could make a C-3PO to go for the R2 unit.
Chris, come here.
Am I right, Mom?
Probably.
See that plate?
I'm trying to get the
Yeah.
And
the cup
bottle
to make
behind
that
it.
noise again.
Yeah.
The bottle's for the trash.
I gotta be really careful. I can
Oh.
hardly see the puppy.
It kind of went gurgle, gurgle, crack. My ice did.
Oh,
Was making the funniest noises.
okay.
So I moved it over, and of course that shifted it enough that it stopped doing it.
Yeah. Quit talking. The droid didn't tell it anymore.
Oh. So, what'd you do today, Chris?
We had gone to the library.
I wondered where you ended up.
Yep, I ended up in the library. I told you about part one before I left about my meeting was tomorrow. And it was, as I heard. My meeting was originally going to be today, but
Ouch.
it wasn't my fault or my SSA's fault. It was the fault of us being slower when we set the day.
Ouch.
Because Mark was more Johnny on the spot, so they prioritized his meeting.
Okay.
So yeah.
I've got a meeting tomorrow at 10:30. I feel kind of bad for them. I have a feeling they have no idea how unhelpful I plan on being at 10:30 in the morning with Chris's SSA and
Oh,
Ryan
Ryan.
from All Our Friends,
yeah.
talking about him joining that new program.
Yep.
I'll do my best. Might watch a movie tonight. If you knew me at all, you would be going, "What? Who the hell is that?" No. The only TV I see is out here. This one over here, and it's when Mom watches it, and I just look at it. I don't really watch it, and the sound is usually off, so I get to make up my own story.
We got Lassie, we got animals that don't bark.
Yeah. I've been seeing the cutest damn animal videos. The very cutest ones ever.
I talked about dog math one day when somebody was talking TikTok. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
did you see the animal math TikTok? And animal math, what's that? I gave them the example about the certain amount of toys, and one rolls over the sofa, then there's 0 toys.
It doesn't matter how many other toys.
Oh,
it's 0 toys.
yeah.
And then did you tell them about the treats?
No, I just told them the biggest example I could remember, and they said, "Oh, we gotta watch that."
If you break a treat in half and give it to your dog, it's not 2 treats, it's no treats. Because it's ruined. It's broken in half.
This what?
Broken in half, yes. So it's dog math. Like if you have 10 toys laying on the floor and one of them rolls under the couch where the dog can't reach
They
it,
don't have any more.
they
toys.
don't have any toys. And that one is true. I have seen you do that.
Yeah.
Yes, you're beautiful. You're laying there watching me. Your ears are at flying nun position. I'm telling the world.
Yeah.
Very cute.
All
He's
his
very
secrets.
cute. What?
Mom's telling all his secrets.
He's so cute, Grandma. He's so cute, Grandma. Well, fine then, he says.
Mm.
Fine then. Chris over there feeding his face if you want to steal a Skittle.
No, I'm sniffing them. They smell pretty good. I haven't been eating them yet.
Chris
Trying to be
was,
polite and not eat them on video.
Chris is like, "Oh, well, how come you got M&Ms?" And I said, "They're peanut M&Ms." And he said, "Oh, I thought they were just milk chocolate M&Ms." And I said, "No, Ben got
Went
those."
to bed, huh?
Poor Chris.
Yeah.
And he would fight over the Skittles.
Uh-huh. Skittles are number 2 on his candy list. Number 1 is Starburst.
Yep.
I got him a Tootsie Roll bank full of fruit flavored Tootsie Rolls the other
Oh,
day.
I used to love those.
Oh, which reminds me, I gotta give you the bank after today.
Well, you get change every now and then. I thought you might want to save it for your change.
I thought I was gonna add it to your change banks for more Coinstar stuff.
Sure.
I'll get it at sometime after the video. I gotta locate where I put it.
I don't need any more banks. I have so many banks.
Mm-hmm.
So many of those Tootsie Roll banks. So yesterday, I told you I had fillings filled. They numbed me clear up the side of my nose. And they
To the
numbed.
point of your eye. You can feel it in your eyes.
And my whole, like this, and my tongue was gone. And that just was gone. And I was doing the part where she's already filled them, she's already flossed it, and now she wants me to bite down on that piece of paper, little purple piece of paper you have to bite down on to show if it lines up right and everything. And I couldn't feel my mouth, to be perfectly honest. And so I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I bit down on the side of my cheek so hard that it crunched. It sounded like a potato chip or something. Oh, it was awful. I've only done that a few times before, but you know you're in trouble when you crunch.
Yeah.
And she said, "Oh, that's going to be really bad tomorrow." And I was like, "Well, duh." But she's right. It really hurts.
Yeah.
It really, really hurts. They're always so nice there. Excuse me. It's Comfort Dental on
I'm gonna hate
Columbus
the
Pike.
aftermath of what I'm going there for.
You
That's
heard what I
why.
told your brother, didn't you?
What?
I told him this last night, and I'm telling you this tonight. You need to look at your availability with staff. Find a day when they can be here in the afternoon and schedule you a dentist appointment. But what you really need to do is schedule your dentist appointment and then set up staff, because they're the ones that are harder to fit in, are the appointments. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
There was a point in there somewhere. It got a little lost.
Yep. Anyway.
I told Ben he should have called them. Drop the phone, why don't I? I told Ben he should have called him today. Goodness.
Anyway, guys.
What?
So, yeah, I'm gonna hit the aftermath of the appointment, because after I get my bottom wisdom teeth removed, you know how the top ones were okay, and I only had a couple days where I had to not eat solid food, right?
Right.
Well, now it's mandatory for any. You have to go on stuff like applesauce or Jell-O for 2 weeks.
No, that's not true. Somebody lied to you. Flat out lied.
Huh.
Could have all the chicken noodle soup you want.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they said soft foods. I just named 2 examples. Like, you can't have potato chips after getting wisdom teeth.
Of
pulled
course
out.
not.
That's what I was meaning.
It's
to
always
say.
been that way. You
You
don't
don't like grandma, and you cut them at the age of 84, and they bleed in your pillow.
Yeah.
But I remember when I had my top ones removed, I didn't have to go the whole full 2 weeks ago. I had half of them taken out.
No, I think it's always been that way, buddy.
Okay. Well, I was just saying, I didn't follow it as much because they said I had the top 2 taken out. Those are the least painful to 2, so I could probably go on solid food sooner. But I learned after someone had all 4 of theirs taken out that it's normally for all 4 of them, it's 2 weeks of nothing but soft foods. I just named 2 examples instead of saying soft foods, is what I did.
Yeah, well, you can eat
Eggs,
eggs, you can eat,
pudding.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I could eat pudding.
Yeah.
You could have cookies as long as they're not like Oreos. You can have soft cookies. You can have cake. You can have pudding cake.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
can
might
have,
have to have a trip to get Jello cups and pudding cups for the next 2 weeks after my appointment when we go grocery shopping.
okay, we can do that.
Yep.
But you have to make your appointment first. And they probably won't do your wisdom teeth right then and there. You'll probably have to make an appointment, go in, get your teeth cleaned, get new x-rays taken, all that happy crappy, and then they'll schedule you
Yeah.
for your appointment.
Okay. So this will be the prep appointment.
Yeah.
I thought one of them broken already. They just see how bad it is, work out right then and there.
No, they won't. Why would they do that when they can charge you for another visit?
Yeah.
Boy.
It's the way our healthcare system is set up. But anyway, when you make the appointment, tell them you need to come in and have your teeth cleaned and have x-rays done, and you need a consultation for having your wisdom teeth removed,
Yep.
and that you've been there before, and that your insurance is the same, blah blah blah. I think the address has changed.
Ah.
What?
How late are they open to the latest?
I don't know.
You should check into that before I call, because I have no idea what the time for, because I have no idea their hours.
You check into it.
And I'll have you check into it after I try, but I haven't been able to locate the one for our address. I do not know the new address. They only list the old
This
address.
address, not their address. Our address.
No, I
Yes.
thought,
Changed since you've seen them.
Mm-hmm.
oh, okay. I thought their address changed too. I was under the impression that
No.
that's why I haven't been finding them.
Nope.
I'm dyslexic when I'm left to my own devices.
Well, let's see. You've heard us talk about making dental appointments
Yep.
and why my hair is why it is. Nobody knows. And what else have we talked about?
My meeting tomorrow is going to go down with me
meeting.
being present and all our friends and you guys being on Zoom. It's going to be me and
been a-
Ryan at the site, and you and my SSA on the Zoom lines.
It's been a very Chris heavy video, hasn't it?
Yep.
We talk a little bit about Pity Wolf.
You know the crazy
He
part,
doesn't care.
Mom?
He's still laying down.
It's all covered up.
I remember how my wisdom tooth that's half out broke on its own.
Okay.
It wasn't because I bit down on lollipops, thank the Lord. I was having my pizza dinner. It was Chef Boyardee's the month that broke, which was last month. And I felt something crack in my mouth, and it's the half tooth back here. It's not pressed against anything. So I maneuver my hand in my mouth because I noticed something broke off, and that's when I pulled part of my wisdom tooth out. It's the wisdom tooth that's split in half naturally, so it looks like 2 teeth are coming out of there, and it's interior front of the back half of it.
I have really strong suspicions that it's a molar.
What?
That it was a molar and not a wisdom tooth.
No, it's the one that refused to come out because it's half sticking out right now.
Well, you'll find out when you go to the dentist.
Mm.
Okay, Ben,
What?
did you try that gummy bear stuff yet?
Not yet. Why?
I was going to tell you to come tell us about it.
Alright, give me a moment, I will.
Yeah, I can do that.
With how it's half out still, it hasn't grown since it broke, grown out of it.
Yeah.
They might have to do a really invasive thing to pull it out because it was the wisdom tooth that when my tops were taken out, wasn't even poking out my gums all the way yet. Now it's poked halfway out more. And
You're about to hear how badly this is going to go over.
it broke.
You know you're going to have shots for that, right?
I know.
Okay. They quit using laughing gas. Quit, Ben. Just open it. It's making 74 different noises.
What's he trying?
Rain white gummy bear. He drank. Give it a thumbs up. Does it taste very pineapple-y?
I taste more the gummy than the pineapple-y.
Let me sniff.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
How chemically does it smell?
It doesn't. It smells really good. That's the one you're looking for. It smells really good.
I'm
I'd
smelling
offer a
something
taste, but I
else
think
then.
Mom's terrified.
No, I just know better than to touch anything like that. What, Chris?
I must be smelling something else because I smelled something like a weak version, a monster, which smells very
Okay.
chemical. Yeah, I'm smelling something else.
It smells good.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to get off here. And, come back and see us on Friday. I'll probably be over complaining about my dentist visit, but maybe not. And, hi, pretty baby. He's giving me that look again. Anyway, come join us and we will talk to you then. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.